Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the fourth game. We're on Saguenay. Sheik's playing Spain. Passi's playing France. Sheik's not been having the greatest day today, it must be said. Down 3-0, but probably has deserved a point at some point. And the games have been pretty close, and last game was an absolute corker on Guinas. Brit versus Sweden. Passi just about managing to edge that one out. But we're on Saguenay now. Different matchup here. The Spanish versus the French. And a note here, Sheik chopping quite a lot of wood here. Probably going for a house. TP start. Passi also going TP start here as France mid-map. France is one of Passi's comfort picks. And Sheik's probably played 1,000+ games with Spain as well. So both these players very, very clued up in this civilization and their matchups, I'd say. Additionally, the matchup probably France favoured, and although there's been quite a lot of recent changes to Spain, which kind of may nudge them back ahead if they go for some alternative ways of playing, i.e. revolts or hacienda booms, or maybe some mental age 2 halb rush to catch Passi with his pants around his ankles. I think still is Musketeer, well, not Musketeer, it's still relatively French favoured, and you know, Spain really struggles versus decent Musketeer civs, and I think Passi is probably aware that if he goes to the third age, get some Cuirassiers out, get some Musketeers out, some skirmishers, maybe not as much Dragoon action as he would normally play, I think France should be able to edge out versus Spain, and it actually gets onto the trade line in age 1. Very nice. It kind of stops any semi-FF stagecoach play there from Spain, so it kind of forces them to be a bit more forward-thinking. Shame that the dog's gone down, though. That's a bit of annoyance there from Sheik, trading in the best unit in the game for a worse unit, but it's okay. You can train another dog at some point. Here's the robot build here from Sheik, going for 3-vil Catalysm. I know that robot loves a pivot market in transition, hunting dogs, and then goes up to the next age. And what this build means from Sheik's point of view is he can go 700 gold, 700 wood, but then won't necessarily need to call in 5 settlers in the transition to the third age. You can just save that shipment for a military shipment, either 7 rods to defend, or maybe just start off the next age really strong with Spanish gold, 1,000 wood back to back, or just go aggressive 5 Lancer, 2 Falk, or 2 Falk, 5 Lancer, and just really try and secure that middle, the trading line. The vertical train line does mean that stagecoach play is potential here from Sheik. It's not really his playstyle to go for stagecoach. I know that with Spain he just loves being aggressive, and the amount of times I've played him in as China versus Spain, aggression is like Sheik's middle name by nature. He just lives and breathes it. And if you've got a deck by the name of Robot as well, then you bet your bottom dollar that he's also going to play how like Robot does. Train Musks in transition to the third age and just go aggressive as possible. So I'm looking forward to that one, and I'm more looking forward to see how Passi reacts, because he's been playing some very smart Age of Empires this tournament. He's actually been thinking about the plays he's been making as well. He's not necessarily filling out standard build order. And try and pick up a XP pass. See as it goes away, so he's going to pick up the treasure and come back. But it's only a short route. That trade man might come back for another full pass before this gets completed, but I think Passi should be very, very safe on that one. Market comes up in transition. There's hunting dogs. Market defensive here for Sheik as well. So he's gone for the robot build, hunting dogs, but you notice the wood has stopped. He's not interested in steel traps. He's not interested in place mines for the time being. That could maybe come in on the 700 wood or 1,000 later in the game. But he's just minding his own business. Simple build order, strong execution, and that's what we like to see in tournament games. And yeah, I'm kind of surprised in these like series we don't see more Spain, more Otto, more China, just civs with build orders which are very reliable and can be done game in, game out. Ages up the outpost, that's going straight mid-map. Next to his trading post, 700 gold being sent in, and we'll queue up 700 wood when he does have it available. I think he has enough gold here. Yes, he does have way enough gold for this. And he might get some more. Oh no, it's going to be a 75 wood there from the treasure, but very nice. Every little helps. Forward barracks. How's he? So he chopped the barracks in transition as well. I might slow the age up down just a little bit. Kind of. I think the barracks at this time is kind of insurance policy versus a double racks French play, and France could go double. Well, I don't know about double racks actually mid map because yeah, you could fight and win the trading line, but at that point Spain's up. Couple units, falconets. And then France is in a real awkward situation where they can't really age up, or they could, but then they lose. They basically give up what they've earned in the middle. So, yeah, I think both players playing safe, really. Safe in the sense that Passi's in base, his other map, and safe that Shake's gone for really early barracks in the second age, where the barracks is traditionally got on the 700 wood. And clicking up at 535, 17 vills. I've seen faster, but it's competitive, and from Passi's point of view, he wouldn't say, "Oh, look at this slow age up here from Spain." He's thinking, "Oh my God, Spain's up again. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?" And I don't think Passi is mentally prepared for another 2 Falconet mirror. It is the honest truth here. I think Passi just wishes there was no artillery in the game and can just kind of play Z move skirmishes, but he's gonna have to work really hard to make sure that his Falconets will give decent return on investment. I'm just saying Rod Lance are pretty good. So is Crassier and Musketeers in this matchup, or even then actually Musk-Skirm. Yeah, you're gonna need Crassiers. There's so many times I've seen like Crassiers taking on Rodleros and they just both double down. It's just an utter bloodbath in that situation. Passi looking to age. 4 CDB, 700 wood, saves the gold shipment. And I like how he's not getting the wood just yet. He wants to prioritize every single resource onto food and gold, get the age up in. Once that's in, then he can then get the wood. Then he can think about how he wants to play this, and he's going to get probably 1 racks down, 1 stable down, 3 houses. Get that early batch of... I guess he'll go Skirm Goon early on, just play it safe and get him feel comfortable. But it could be early Musketeer Crassier. Oh, 5-vil pivot does come in here from Shake. Deviation here from Robot's build. This is interesting. Quite often, Robot will be training a lot of Musketeers in transition. Get 10 Musketeers up. Train a next batch of 5 as your first batch of units in the third age. Research vet musks. Push in with maybe age up pikes or age up Huss, and then send in the Falconets. But the 5-vil has kind of killed all the early aggression here from Shake. He's not got the XP to do that. He's just now interested in taking down the trading line and kind of solidifying a mass. Shake going here for a raid with the 4 Hussars, which, I mean, they shouldn't get a unit, but I see no greatcoats and some villagers in some really awkward mining positions. Huss come in, that Vil is looking, and he's not committing. He's not committing to a Vil. And Passi managed to get them in. That's a missed opportunity there from Shake. But it's all in the interest of raiding, getting some idle time, buying time here for the Rodleros siege. And the only Rodleros only have 10 siege. We don't see any Musketeers out, which would have more siege. So it's just a slower tempo play here from Shake's point of view. And the second train post is just worked out so well here for Passi. The amount of time it's buying, and please tell me that train post gets killed. It does, but out come Goons trying to raid around. He's seen the Rodleros, he's seen the Hussars. He doesn't see too many skirmishers, so this is a safe move to do. And I think it's pretty. Oh no, the drag box of the scout. The drag box of the scout. He survives. I got to say, so far, I'm really feeling French's position. I'm feeling that it's not too bad. Maybe Spain is a little bit stronger in the matchup. It's easier in current, civilization strength. It's easier to play as well. But overall, it's not too bad. I'm a bit worried about pure dragoons and no infantry cover. Kind of need a batch of halberdiers, just something to block Rodleros, musketeers, skirms, anything. It's just a dragoon fest, and kind of need more wood now for houses. Need to get in the gangster as well if we're going to get chopping. The buy price is pretty decent, but gold is at a premium for French in base. Yeah, oh, look at you boys backing me on the house shouts. Not a bad idea, but that is really what he needs to protect is some sort of meat shield to kind of cover his dragoons, because what you do not want to do is dragoons covering the skirmishers, because yeah, Broadleros are looking very mighty fine cutting down dragoons with no melee resist. Skirmishers do come out. Shake's just taking his time. Passi still has a trading post on the front, so he's not looking for like a containing game. He is sending Rodleros. He's keying this up, and Goon's just gonna go marching. He's looking for the Huss. Split micro, please. This is a tournament. Split micro. Yeah. Seemed better, that would do. But where's the skirmish? There's an opportunity there to right click a Falk. I know that he doesn't really know fully behind it, but there's an opportunity there. And anything to make this 2 Falconet war better for him, he needs to consider, because this could go. Yeah, if you lose a Falconet war at this point of view, let's say he gets 2 Falconets to hit that delete key. That's it. I mean, that is literally it. How do you come back, especially with so many dragoons? There's too many dragoons here from Passi is the problem. He's having an over-reliance. He can right-click these 5 skirms though, and yeah. Is this a case that Shake's just trying too hard? It might be a case where just Shake's trying his absolute best to squeeze every bit of value out of every unit, but just overdoing it. And yeah, even with 5 skirmishes, you're not going to kill a CDB with that. You're not going to kill an 8 skirmisher shipment. And here we go, rinse and repeat. 5 skirms forward. Might be a case of a player of Passi that class than the other. Yeah, Passi is. I mean, Passi's good. Let's not beat around the bush. Passi is good. Now going cav combat on the goon mass. And just the Huss moving forwards. The thing, you've seen all the dragoons. What is the Huss gonna do though, Shay? What's the Huss gonna do? And he's gonna right click the Falk. He's gonna try and pick 1 Falk off. That's his objective. Half damage, can't get it, but he's gonna set up the trap here. Skirm, Falk gonna defend. Minutemen being called. Vilpool potentially. Vilpool might come in. I think a Vilpool would be great. Minutemen are being called, but look at the Falks. Like, he doesn't care about these Falks. Okay, Minutemen actually go melee mode onto these Falconets forwards. Overall, the skirms do get clubbered really hard though, but the Rodleros are still standing true. Forward skirms here from Shake will get picked off again. I mean, when there's one Falcon, it's easy. Oh, he picked the wrong one. Doesn't matter. He will come back for another bite of cherry, or Town Center Fire, or a Villager Pool, or Explorer Buyback. Explorer Buyback would win the game at the moment. Villagers being dragged in will win the game at the moment, but there's no grey coats. There's no grey coats. I'm frantically Italian hand gesturing at the moment for you're playing France. Big boy villagers, no grey coats or blunderbuss. But I don't think it really matters at this point. He does need to keep Microwave away from the Rodleros. He's doing that. He would lose them, but makes that trade a little bit longer. But these villagers just getting on the action. A bit of split micro. Couple will go down, but once this massive initial push goes down, it should be relatively smooth sailing back into this, especially now you've got such a strong dragoon mass. You can now pivot into brassiers and skirmishers and kind of not train any more dragoons is the kind of the strong hint wink wink there, mates, is to kind of cut that one back a little bit. But yeah, Rods have to run, and Passi is just hunting them down. There's no reason to stop. I understand, you know, waiting for other reinforcements to come. He does actually get the Explorer, not to say buyback, but they're alive. A shipment of skirms as well. 12 skirms on the field. And as soon as the Rodleros overcommit, they're going to get hit by the skirmishers and they'll get picked off. And someone's asking where the lance is, and he kind of needs the lances just to snare the dragoons to get the Rodleros on the action. They have high HP and 30% range resist. So it's a strong shout there to get the lances in. But I don't think it really matters now, because it's just too few. It's just too few, and the skirmishers behind will mop up everything. Villagers still out hunting. They're not under any risk. They still have no great coats, so they are always at risk. But we will park that fort to the side, because outpost is going down. 10 rods being trained, but they got to get out there. They have to run. Oh, he's going to fight it, but they have to run. He's just going to lose them straight away. And one goon's gone down, one skirmish has gone down, and that's a really expensive trade. That's just not a trade you can make. And I'm happy. I'm going to say that's it. Really, like, where's the fight back? There's no Pistoliers, there's no Highlanders. The Lancers would be ineffective, and Shake's tapped. Shake has tapped, and Passi has won a game. Oh, he's won game 4. I've got to say, the games are getting better and better, and Passi's confidence in this series is just growing more and more. Because that was actually really smart play. I will be having words with his mother though tonight about, no grey coats as France versus a Civ likely to be aggressive and try and shut your economy. It's just not good enough. It's just not good enough at this level, Passi. I'll be speaking to your mother about this one. Disappointing. But apart from that, well played. That was really good. Really, really good. Enjoyed that. And just really good unit control there from Passi in particular. There's a lot of units going down from Spain before it committed. Like, what did the Huss achieve? What did those first 5 skirms achieve? The Falcons tried to get on the action. The Rodlers did get some decent damage done, but lose extra things could have made. And during that main fight, the Dragoons had to run away from the Rodlers. That's when the Huss come in onto the gold mine villagers and pinch them down and either kill them. Kill them's good, but also just distract them away from the potential Ville pool into Rodlers, because the Rodlers do not want the CDBs on the fight due to how low their base attack is and how tanky CDBs can be. But yeah, overall, that's a really good defensive play there from Passi. Not really much more to say. I think the second trading post as well, it looks like he got a decent wood treasure over here to make that happen, but that second trading post bought so much time. Okay, yes, one trading post still stayed alive, but the fact that he had 2 trading posts worth XP just feeding the shipments meant that he was never actually at a period where he felt like just completely lost in between shipments. He had stuff coming in all the time, and Shake trained Rodleros in transition instead of Musketeers. The siege wasn't there, but in that main fight as well, it's just lacking that firepower just a little bit. We move on to the 5th game. It is a play all 5 series. Can Shake get a point on the board? We'll find out in the next game.